In this video, I want to take a look at a game which I played perfectly according to chess.com, 100% accuracy, but I don't think it's impressive uh, because the game is only 5 moves and my opponent just helped me a lot by basically blundering right out of the opening. And, well, my opponent played f4, the bird's opening, which I kind of used to play occasionally. And here I played e5, which is the form's Gambit, not a sound Gambit, but it is something that is fun to play. And, well, for a blitz game, I just thought I'd play it. And here my opponent played d3, which is not a move that I was familiar with, but after analyzing the game, it is one of the book moves. I believe it's the third most popular move. But I think just taking the pawn is better. I mean, the best way to refute a gambit is just to accept it and just take the pawn. But I guess my opponent got intimidated and he didn't want to go for that. So after d3, well, I just took the pawn. And here you pretty much have to take the pawn with the bishop. So bishop takes is forced. Although I guess you could play knight f3 and then take the pawn, but if you go knight f3, then black can just go g5. And as you can see, queen d2 is the other recommended move, which is just kind of ridiculous. I mean, no human is just gonna play that. And here we see a mistake. I think it's a blunder because it is precisely because of this move that I actually won in 5 moves. If there had been another move played, I would not have checkmated my opponent. So I just go queen h4 check, and what do you do? I mean, this is just like the only move. Obviously, you can't go g3 because I just take, and well, you can't take because you're dropping everything. So after queen check, you have to go king d2, pretty much forced. And well, here I thought for a little bit because my opponent probably will play knight f3 next move, and then my queen has to move. And well, I don't want to play something like knight f6 because maybe I want to retreat the queen. And well, I kind of want to protect the pawn, but if I go g5, then it's maybe not so clear. And if I just continue with routine development, well, then my opponent is just gonna get a tempo with knight f3. So that brings me back to this position. I think knight c3 is just a lazy move. It's one of those moves that you make because you develop knights before bishops. It's kind of like the guidelines, so to speak, on how to play chess. But because you didn't take the pawn and allowed me to capture on f4, now, well, playing something different would be more appropriate. So after bishop c5, my idea is basically I'm just controlling the dark squares with my queen and with my bishop. These diagonals have been weakened because my opponent played f4. So now I'm just controlling this, and well, I'm also threatening checkmate. So here my opponent played knight f3 again, just kind of lazy. Just I want to kick the queen out, not really thinking about what my idea is. And bishop e3 is checkmate. Now there's really not that much that you can do. If you go queen e2, which I thought this might be the saving move for white, there is this move, bishop f2, and you're just lost. Now if you didn't have this move with the black pieces and you had to retreat with the queen, say something like queen f6, then maybe it's not so bad for white. You could play this out, it's not over. But after this, the engine says knight d5 is the best move, and I was kind of trying to figuring out why knight d5 and not knight d4. The point is, after knight d5, if you check, well, you take and take, and you don't go king c3, you actually take the pawn. Now this is still very good for black. My queen is out, this king is just so exposed. My king is gonna be safe after I play something like knight e7 or knight f6 and just castle. I'm just gonna bring out my pieces, and this should be a lot easier to play for the black pieces, and you're gonna have to play very, very accurately with white. But if I had to play this position against an engine, I'm probably gonna lose anyway. Which actually, I may make a video about this position and play this out. That should be interesting. Getting crushed from this position. Anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, push the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share the video, and thank you for watching.